Hi there, my wrestling fans. Plasticjunky here in this toy room, the toy cave. I'm just gonna, okay. And what I'm showing off today is Sting, WCW. Sting for me is an icon, like they all say, but he is what wrestling is supposed to be today. For me, Sting made me love wrestling in the 1980s. Excuse me. He appeared in a lot of federations. In I think he started before WCW. He was in AWA. I could be wrong, but quote me on that. Please leave me a comment. Then he went to WCW, and then he went to TNA, Total Non-Stop Wrestling. And then finally, after so many years, he went to WWE or WWF, whatever you want to call it. So my first one I'm starting is, this is the one he was when he was in WCW. It's a very small Sting. Comes with the WCW belt. It's from Galoob. Came out in the 1980s. Yep, 1981 Galoob. Pretty rare, doesn't move, just stays in one position. You can see the little WCW belt there. I give him a 4 on 5. It's only about 4 inches tall. This is when he used to fight Vader and all kinds of bad guys in WCW. I like the stinger, the scorpion on his leg. Oh yeah. I love the paint job too. Oh yeah. Then, when he was in WCW, in the 1990s, they made these ones, like the ALJN ones. It's a little bit bigger, it's about 6 inches. This can come out in 1990. Came out exactly in 1994. It still does WCW. And this was from another set. It's not worth much in this condition. I wouldn't say more than $15. I give it a 3 on 5. It's not one of my favorite Stingers, but it's still out there. I love this Sting. Next we have when he was in, you get it, TNA. But that's for last. This is one of the ones they made for TNA Wrestling in 2010. But this is, you see, it's kind of weird because it's hard to tell which one should I show you first. So technically, this is what it is. They made an icon, the icon version of Sting. With short hair. I love this one. It's really articulated. It has 1 point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of articulation. You can put him in any position you want. I like him in this position. I have a ring with my WWF characters, WWE and WCW and TNA and AWA. I have a lot of different wrestlers, all my favorite ones. Like I said, this one I give it a 5 on 5. He's one of my favorite. He's my top favorite. I'm gonna put him back where I have him in my shelves. And last is the one that is what he is now in this version, in TNA. This is the version he is now. Well, this was the version in TNA. He had a trench coat. I don't have it. I put it away. And well, I don't know if he came with a trench coat. I think what he came. This was the first TNA figures they made. They're really getting hard to get. There's Abyss in this set. There's Sting. There's what's his name there? And there's a bunch of other characters that appeared in the show. There's not Rey Mysterio. There's Abyss, Sting, Raven, Double J, and I'm forgetting one guy, which I can't remember his name, but it's okay. Sting is one of my favorite wrestlers. He's been around for a long time. I give him total, for this figure I like it because it's different. It's very articulated, but it's when TNA was just started out and they're not really that great because they're really made for kids. The paint job is really bad. I still give this one a 3. It's still one of my favorite things because it has this iconic crow kind of costume. Plasticjunky out. Thank you for watching. This was a short video on Sting, one of my favorite wrestlers. Stay plastic, stay wrestling for life.